killer black spirit in the river. So this story is about a truck driver who saw a real lady spirit in the river at midnight. So the truck driver, whom people used to call John, he was passing through Liverpool's highway. It was midnight and the road was like there were only wild bushes around it. There was a forest, there was no one around except darkness, and there were no cars there. He was alone the whole way. There was silence all over the way, and he was going in the darkness in the pin-drop silence. But after crossing some trees and bushes of that road, it was around 1 o'clock in the night. At that time, suddenly, he saw that in the corner on the side of the road, a girl was standing there. She was wearing a red-colored hoodie with white pants, and she was asking for a lift by moving her hand like that. She was asking for a lift. The entire road was empty except for that truck. It was dark. There was no light there. Only through the lights of the truck, the girl put her hands forward and said that she needed a lift. She was probably not saying anything, but she was definitely hinting that she needed a lift. She had some files and some paperwork type things in her hand. John said that seeing everything, he immediately stopped the truck. He stopped a little ahead of the girl, and then he thought that perhaps she would come near the truck because she needed a lift. But the girl did not come. 1 or 2 minutes passed. The girl did not come and was standing there. Then John looked in his back mirror and saw that the girl was still standing there in the same position. Then John felt a little strange, but he called out to the girl that, "Madam, I have stopped my truck here. Now you can come here. I will drop you from here to wherever you want to go." But there was no response from that girl. John felt a little more strange, so he got down from his truck to go to that girl. After getting off the truck, John went a little closer to the girl and told her that, "Hey, it is 1 o'clock in the night. You are standing alone here at night. If you want to go somewhere, then I will leave you. My truck is parked there." Even after hearing all this, the girl did not give any response, and suddenly the girl took her steps back a little, and she turned towards some stairs. Just adjacent to that path, there was a staircase which went downwards. That staircase is directly connected to a river, and that staircase was a very long staircase which goes only towards that river, and the girl turned towards those stairs. She started going down the stairs, and John says why she was going down the stairs. Without saying anything to me, she had heard all my words, and then he thought that perhaps she wanted to show me something. Then John also followed that girl. He started walking down those stairs and started going towards that river, but while walking down, suddenly John's eyes went towards the feet of that girl. Her feet were very big, her nails were very scary, her feet were completely black as if her legs were burnt. John was very scared after seeing this. He was very nervous as to what this is. Which person has such big legs? He got scared and quickly ran up towards his truck. In his truck, he went and sat down, started his truck, and went ahead on the way. John was so scared that he locked all the doors of his truck and was afraid that the girl might run away. While running, she entered the truck and may have even taken John's life. Who knows what was in her intentions that she was taking John near that river. And as soon as he was driving the truck, suddenly he saw a hotel in the middle of the road. He immediately stopped the truck there, and because the road where this incident happened with John was not that far from that hotel, so he went to one of the waiters of that hotel. Asked that all these things have happened to me. What is the meaning of all this? I am very nervous. Now the waiter said that, "Sir, you are not the first one with whom this incident has happened, and it is good that you asked me this directly otherwise. No one tells you about the real story of that girl." So the waiter started telling him the whole story that, "Sir, there used to be a school right near the river. There a girl had passed 9th class, and she used to come to give the 10th-class exams to the exam center. She used to come there daily for a week, but she had a relationship with a boy, Mark. He was her boyfriend, and Mark was an orphan boy. Neither did he have a mother nor he had a friends. He was always alone, and he loved this girl very much. Her name was Nancy. He gave his everything to Nancy, but suddenly one day he heard that Nancy was hanging out with some other boy in the same school where her exams was located. But Mark could not believe it. No, my girlfriend cannot do this. Nancy cannot do this. She also told me the same, that she loves me as much as I do. But some people came to him every day and started telling him that this boy has really become very close to Nancy. Then one day Mark himself went and saw that this was true or not. Then, when he researched, he found that all these things are true. After seeing all these things, Mark's heart was broken because neither he had any parents nor any friends. Whoever he was, he used to talk only with Nancy, and now Nancy also cheated on him. Seeing all these things, Mark was feeling helpless. He was feeling a little angry also. Then one day he called Nancy right near that river. "That, come here, I have to talk to you." The pretext of talking to him, he called Nancy there and he killed her by drowning her in the same river. And when Mark had no one, neither his parents nor his friends, and even if he could hide, where could he hide himself? He went to the police and surrendered himself, and today he is in jail because of his crime. But after Nancy's murder, whenever anyone passes through that place, whenever any truck driver or any driver passes through that route. So he often says that right near the river. Don't know how, but often we see a girl standing there who doesn't do much, but just stands in the darkness of the night and asks for lift. And maybe she wants to take you towards that river. And if you follow her, then if you go back, then she will give you the same death in the river as she had died many years ago by drowning and in agony. And after this incident, John, with whom this incident has happened, this incident is so bad for him. It was so painful and scary that from that day onwards, he left his truck driving job, and today he only works as a simple security guard. And guys, this question will keep coming in the minds of many people that this can happen. It may be that the driver is under the influence of alcohol or is in a very deep sleep, but that person neither touches alcohol nor has ever touched it in his life, and his duty of truck driving is often at night. If he used to be there, then there is no question of being in sleep. It means clearly that he saw a real burned lady's spirit in the river. The disappearing haunted tunnel. Me and my friends live in Bismarck, and we all live in the same place. We all are in the age group of 25 to 26 years, and we had found an abandoned tunnel on the edge of the city where we had decided to go for adventure during the weekend. Our group consists of Philip, Mark, Sarah, and Lisa. Philip and Mark is not much of an adventurous, whereas Sarah and Lisa like to have fun, and as far as I am concerned, I am somewhere in the middle of all this. So one Sunday we went on this adventure, so when we went towards the tunnel. As for us, we are joking and talking about our work and personal life. There is a couple in our group. Philip and Sarah keep flirting with each other, due to which everyone used to feel a little uncomfortable. I used to see them liking each other, but I did not think that they were actually dating each other. Whatever it was, the mischief of these two was not ending here either. We reached the middle of the tunnel, and I must admit that I was feeling a little awkward, not because of Philip and Sarah, but because of this tunnel. The tunnel was pitch black, and there were no lights to guide us when we stepped inside. The sound of our feet was echoing with the walls, which gave me a terrible feeling. We could also hear the sound of water drops and the movement of leaves. The tunnel was long and wide, and we had to use the flashlight of our mobile phone. As we went inside the tunnel and went deeper, the air started getting cool and I felt a shiver. I realized that Philip was feeling more cold and shiver than Sarah held his hand to make him comfortable. I saw two paths in the tunnel, and there was a debate going on in our team as to which path should be taken. Mark and Lisa wanted to go to the right side, and finally we decided that we will explore this tunnel separately. As we went more inside the tunnel, we started hearing strange sounds we felt as if someone was watching us. And I saw that Philip and Sarah were also feeling the same, so we started moving faster, hoping that Mark and Lisa would meet us somewhere ahead. But then suddenly, we heard a terrible scream from the left side of the tunnel. It was Mark's voice. We ran towards that side, but when we reached the other corner of the tunnel, no one found anything. Mark and Lisa had disappeared. We started searching in the tunnel and called out their names, shouted for them, but no one responded. We failed to find them. Then we decided that we will search for them in different areas. Philip and Sarah went to the right side while I went to the left side. While I was walking alone, I heard a very strange voice of someone's mumbling. I thought that this sound was just a whisper. My mind was playing tricks with me, but the sound gradually increased, came closer to me, and became more and more heavy. I started to run away, but my phone battery was about to die. And suddenly, while running, my phone went dead. Now everything was in complete darkness. I could hear the smallest thing, but could not see anything. Then I heard some footsteps from behind, and I came to know that I was not alone. I tried to shout for help, but my voice was halted. Someone held both my hands, but these were not normal hands. I was clearly feeling the furrow in these hands. I tried to fight back, but someone held me very hard. Then I got punched and I became unconscious. 3 days later, I opened my eyes in the hospital, and Philip and Sarah were sitting next to me. They told me that they had found me unconscious outside the tunnel, but Mark and Lisa were still missing. It was not known where they both disappeared. The police tried to find them, but they never found them. Maybe it was our fault that we went to such a place in the evening, and that too without preparation.